Oh, hi, everyone, it's Susie here. Just thought we'd have a look at the technicals for the cryptocurrency market. The date is the 15th February 2023, and the time in Europe is 16:15 p.m. Now, I'm only looking at the daily here, daily charts at the moment, just to take out all the noise. We're looking at Bitcoin USD Tether, and it looks very, very good to me, actually. If you have a look at this, the next pivot point, this is clearly broken the down channel straight down here, put a line down here. The next pivot point is probably at 23,455, and then the next resistance point is 23,957, and then pretty much 24,289. Now, I believe if Bitcoin gets past 25,000, it's going to be off to the races, okay? Last time around, it got sold up at this level around 24,300, something like that. But if it breaks that, it's certainly going to go to the races and much higher. So let's just let's look at the daily as well, because often you can see it better on the daily. If you look at the daily, it needs to get through this the weekly, I should say, 25,208, and then the next big level is 28,09. So we go back to the daily on this. You can see it quite clearly. It's got to break this level here, 24,086, and then 25,000 to be off to the races. Now, if we look at these indicators down here, they're all bullish, pushing up. The gold one's pushing through the blue, which is quite bullish. It means that there's more volume being bought in Bitcoin, and it's more buy volume than sold volume. So it looks pretty good, I've got to tell you that. Looks very, very good indeed. We have a look at the shorts of Bitcoin, and we take it just the daily on this. We'll see that the shorts have increased, from about 895 contracts or so up to about 1633 shorts. But I do believe they'll be wrong on this. Bitcoin, to me, looks really good technically, and I do believe that people with short will lose money on this, because technically Bitcoin looks like it can easily get through to 25,000, okay, on the technicals. So if we have a look at Ethereum and just some of the main cryptocurrencies, not all of them, clearly you can't do that. There's too much involved and it's going to take too long. But if we look at Ethereum and we go to the daily on Ethereum, make sure we're on the daily. Got the same story here, not as strong as Bitcoin, I don't think. Volume is up, things are starting to move up here, which looks very good. It's broken through, Ethereum's broken through 1578. Next resistance on Ethereum for the daily is 1676, okay? So it looks quite bullish. The downtrend is finished. If we go to the weekly on this, take out all the noise again, we can see that the big level here is 1707. And then another level on the weeklies is 2017. But if you look at this yellow indicator, it's saying there's more buying in Ethereum. Volume is increasing on the buy side. So it looks very good indeed. Let's have a look at a couple of other ones here. We're in Fetch, as you know. We're in this AI, ages ago. This looks pretty good to me. Support is around 36.5 cents. Minor support up here at around 45, which is the next resistance level, okay? Support becomes resistance, and then a higher level is 61, where it got sold off at that high level the other day. If we take this to the weekly, you can see again, just taking it right out, Fetch has been a lot higher. It's been up at about 96 cents or so, and that pretty much looks like where it's heading. Volume is rising, as you can see here. The indicators look very good to me, and this thing could take out $1 quite easily, and it is an AI, artificial intelligence. If we go and have a look at, say, Binance, which is one of our big holdings, we love Binance. It is a mega naught. Even though it's been sold down, they try to sell it every time, but they will be wrong on Binance, I think. That's my firm belief. If we have a look at Binance, big support line is 280, and this is on the daily. We blow this out, make it bigger so you can see this. This thing is coming back again. It could need to get through 337 to be off the races. If you go to the weekly on Binance, let's have a look at the weekly on this. This looks very good. This looks like an A, B, C, then up again. Again, 398 on the weekly. If it gets through that, it could take out 700 again. That's my firm belief. Bananas is very, very cheap indeed. So yeah, that looks like easily get to about let's have a look, 300 and something, 330, something like that, very quickly. What's that level up there? Yeah, 339. So let's have a look at a couple of others here. What else do I want to look at here? Dot is extremely cheap, I've got to tell you that. The dailies, very, very cheap indeed. Looks pretty good technically. We look at the monthly. Oh no, let's go to the weekly. Sorry, let's go to the weekly. Dot has a long way to go. This is ultra cheap. Way back here, golly, when was that? 1st 11 2021, it was at $54, and nothing's changed fundamentally. I mean, Dot is extremely cheap, and it could really rally very, very quick. Also, Chainlink, which used to move with Dot, they were very similarly priced. Again, they are different prices clearly at the moment. Dot's cheaper than Chainlink, but Chainlink could also go. Nothing's changed. They still put on 2 clients every day, and the network is getting more and more profitable. So let's have a look at Link. Story. Here we go. Where do we go? Where is it? Link. We go to the dailies on this one. Been a lot of selling of Chainlink and Dot. But again, you know, you can see they've been selling up here at 778. But this is consolidating, okay? Big support level is 683. It's currently at 689. This thing looks like it can probably take out $8 pretty quickly, I think, once we start getting more volume in Chainlink. Few coins very cheap. There's a lot of cheap stuff out here at the moment. Again, consolidating around 798, could move higher. Litecoin's done very well as well. Litecoin looks really cheap to me. The daily, this is very bullish, okay? This is a cup and handle. Litecoin could do the same up here somewhere, cup and handle through $100 to maybe $1.20, something, 120, something like that. So tired today. Let's have a look at Matic. Matic's really performed on the daily. The previous high was $1.30, so they're selling at $1.30, but I do believe they'll be wrong on this. We take to the weekly on Matic, looks very, very good. A lot of great news stories about Matic. Now, way back here, it was at 288 in December 2021, which is amazing. And I think it could get there very easily and very quickly. This looks pretty good to me. The highs are high here. It's got a lot of upward bias to it, a lot of volume being done, and this thing could seriously break out. Matic, absolutely. Let's just quickly go back and just have a look at what's really moving today. Not a lot is moving. I like to look at the market when it's slow, but what do we got? HI, which is another AI, is up 9% today. We've got a few of those in our trading portfolio. GRT looks pretty good. We've got that as well. The graph looks pretty good. Actually, everything looks pretty good technically, I've got to tell you that. Tron is very, very cheap. And again, we've got this cup and handle, which is really, really bullish. Volume is increasing on Tron. As you can see down the bottom here, very positive up curve. Plus, we have this cup and handle, which is ultra bullish, which basically this cup and handle could be up here and could take Tron through 10 cents. Tron looks really good, I've got to tell you that. Looks excellent. OP, we bought some of that at $13. That looks seriously good. It's been strong for a while, OP, the exchange. Looks very good indeed. Let's look at what else we got here. This is up today. Tezos, very oversold, could really move Tezos. Technically, looks very good as well. They all look very similar at the moment. The technical setups. What about Solano? Same story. Yep, they're all going to break through as far as I'm concerned. The market's still short. Don't forget the market's been shorting. This is Litecoin. Again, you know, cup and hand looks fantastic. Market's been shorting. The market's been in stable coins, and all this stuff about moving out of stable coins could actually add real volume to the altcoins. So again, there's a lot of reasons why I'm bullish. Number one, the cryptocurrency market is extremely, extremely cheap. Number two, people are not overweight. Number three, it's only $1 trillion, which is nothing for the technology. Less than 2% of the world are in cryptocurrency. also the supply of cryptocurrency is getting less and less in terms of physical supply, i.e. Bitcoin, for example. So if we look at this one, XRP, again, there's a lot of buying and selling here at the moment. It's wedged in between about 40 cents to about 37. But if it breaks through this bigger level of 43, it could really be off to the races. If we have a look at this on the weekly for XRP, again, it's been doing so much consolidation for so long. Way back in June of last year, the bigger level was 55, 56 cents. But if this thing breaks, it could take out its previous high of $3, over $3. I'm quite bullish XRP. I do believe they'll win. Nexo has been doing a lot of consolidation, has been sold down dramatically from 371. Still very, very cheap Nexo as well. They're out of the US now. They're focusing on other markets. Very, very smart operators and extremely cheap. HT is very cheap. UB token, again, controlled by Justin Sun from Tron. You've got to keep an eye on this one because this is extremely, extremely cheap. Way back here, UB was at $39. And a lot really hasn't changed, really. I mean, that's for sure. Now, ITX is another AI that we've bought as well. This is starting to look really good. There's been a lot of selling on it, a lot more volatility in the fetch, but this thing could really move up. This is a very big move up, and I think this will continue. It needs to get through about 4 cents. If it gets through 4 cents, she's off to the races. It could be even 25 cents or something like this. So a lot of consolidation here. But all these charts look the same, very bullish. I've got to tell you that. Ultra, ultra bullish. And I've been looking at charts for a long time. I've been hand drawing charts since I was 20, right? So these charts, everything looks pretty bullish to me. Let's have a very quick look at the equity market. We can just have a quick look at that and just see what that's looking like, because often, risk markets follow each other. Bear with me for a minute. Let's have a look at the Dow. It's currently down at 0.58%. Let's go to the daily on this one. I don't like to look at too many charts. I'll just look at the main ones. So clearly on this daily, the Dow is hitting a wall around 34, what have we got? 34, 650, 73. So they're selling it down there. There are a lot of puts in this market at the moment. So the defensive strategy at the moment, but clearly if this thing breaks 34,500, this thing could be off to the races again too. Volume's rising. It looks pretty good actually. This thing looks like it can go through there again. It's touched about 3 times on resistance. This looks like an ABC format, almost like a descending wedge. This thing looks like it can go higher, providing, big level of support is around, what do we got? Around 33,800, somewhere like that, somewhere along there. So just have to wait and see, but I am quite bullish, I have to say. I just think this crypto market is way too cheap at the moment, way too cheap. Now we're looking at a 10-year bond here in the US, 10-year bond. Currently the yield's at 3.72. But this is very interesting. This is a reverse cup and handle. And don't forget, if this goes down, yields go down, which is great for risk markets, okay? So according to this, it's going to hit a lot of resistance at 384, 3.842% on the 10-year yield. That's when we start seeing buying again. And according to this reverse cup and handle, they could start, buying around that 384 to bring this down somewhere down here, which is what this is suggesting, this reverse cup and handle, which, goes hand in hand with my thesis that the economic environment in the US is really, really bad. The Fed has over rate rise as far as I'm concerned. And in my mind, yields should be going down because people are getting killed left, right, and center from the cost of living, from the cost of mortgages, from the cost of rent, you name it. People are actually getting killed. So technically, the US 10-year bond yield looks like it can certainly go down on the days. There's no doubt about that, which is good for risk markets as well. Anyway, that's what I look at. I like to get it short, but overall, technically, it looks very bullish. And my mega bull run thesis for cryptocurrency, I'm still extremely bullish. Anyway, guys and girls, thank you very much. If you have any questions, please come back to me. Thank you.